to Hungary for success with me, FoggyPlays on FM21. Today we're taking on Bravo in the second leg of the third qualifying round in the Champions League, and we're going to be taking on Pech in the Hungarian League because we got to show some love to the Hungarian division or to the Hungarian League because we two-time champions back to back, going for our third championship this year. If you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the channel. So since you were here last, we've been relatively busy. We beat PAX 7-4, which was an interesting game. Savic scored a brace, which was quite nice indeed. Savov and Mendoza both scoring a brace as well. Couldn't really ask for more. Would have been nice if Barriero and Lauritz had both played actual football on the day, but they didn't. But we still came through with a victory. It was squeaky bum time for a short period. We went and beat Bravo 3-0. Batista Meyer, one of his first appearances since he hasn't played for a while, but he scored the opener. Mendoza and Pierilevscu also scoring. Got on the score sheet because of a penalty. The man has 12 penalty taking, scores all the penalties. It is fantastic. And then we just beat Haladas 3-0. Savov, Christian Mark, and Savic scoring again. Savic, I think, has only started the game against Pax. Yeah, started against Pax, but he's been fairly consistent so far. We're taking on Bravo, as I said, in this episode, and we're going to be taking on Pech because Pech are off to a good start, and it kind of makes sense. So, as you can see, top of the league, only 2 games in. MTK and Újpest have also started the season undefeated, having not lost yet. But Ferencváros, 1 draw and a defeat. Ferver, 1 draw and a defeat as well. They've not had the best of starts. Meshkovic have absolutely shit the bed, which is interesting. Didn't expect that to happen. If we do qualify from this game against Bravo, we take on Dinamo or Valur. Looks like it's going to be Dinamo Zagreb in the next round. And we drew Putnok in the Hungarian Cup. Our B team smashed them 5-0 a couple of days ago, 3 days ago. So I would imagine it's going to be quite a comfortable game for our first team, but we have done some transfers as well. Oh, have we done transfers? Since we were here last, we signed Joko Putra, another Indonesian who we've just put in our B team, and then sent out on loan to Romania. He was here a couple of days. Doesn't show. He literally arrived a couple of days, was gone. And we brought in Chus Cueto, who is a left back, who I intended on using as a backup left back. Can't be registered for the league though. It's just super smart. That was really clever on my part. We're not paying any of his wages, so it is fine. And I kind of forgot that we had Tony Morton as well. So when he comes back, he's going to be playing. So whoops, I suppose is what you could say. Tedic has gone to Javor for 425,000. Thiago Lopez has gone out on loan. Feel like he was a mistake. He's got back for his second season on loan. He's yet to play for them. Yeah. But Pushkash has gone to Depression for 775,000 after an amount of games or something or other. I don't know. He's still a Hungarian international though, so nice to see him in that. And then Abe threw a hissy fit, wanted to leave. Ferver came in and offered 1.1 million. I was like, do you know what? That's fine. Nobody wanted to buy him. He's got last year's Hungarian top division player of the season. He's off now playing for Ferver. He has only just left. I think it was yesterday. No, it was actually today. Himself and Pushkash have left. So it's been a busy day. Busy. Like busy bees. Oh, I haven't picked my teammates. We're going to start with Hoodfagner in goal. Actually, is Hoodfagner fit? He did have an injury. He is fit to play. Pierilevscu can start. Rentira can also start. Christian Mark. And we start Barriero. For Mazzella, Traore. I'm going to start Divic. On the right, I'm going to start with Versace. He does have to, be on his toes this year because he's not going to be nailed on starter. Batista and Meyer can start on the left. Mendoza and Savov starting as our strike force. Kind of feel bad for Savic because there's no reason he shouldn't be starting, but he isn't. That's a little bit disappointing for him, I would imagine, because he is quite a good footballer. And I'm just slightly disrespecting him by not starting him. So this is how we're lining up. You got to see it firsthand, so I don't need to name the players because we spent long enough doing it. But we are comfortable, I would say. So I'm going to point my finger and say the first leg means nothing. This is a brand new match, and just put my fists and see if that'll help. I want the strikers grab some goals. They don't care. Okay. Asking me about Abe. Why would I talk about Hiroki Abe? Abe is not a player anymore. If they're not my player anymore, I don't care. It's not my problem. He's happy. That's all that matters. It's been a boring, quiet first 20 minutes. 3 shots in total. Rentiera's had a decent start to the game with a 7.1. Everyone else is just kind of existing, it seems. Nobody else has actually done anything. I did set it up. Yeah, there we go. I set it up. You can't see it. I set it up so that Mendoza and Savov will swap positions because they can both play as the advanced forward. They can both play as a complete forward. Just gonna let them run around and see what happens. Savov has like 17 goals in 16 games or something, according to some stats. I think it includes friendlies as well, because we haven't played that many games yet. Versace back to goal, and Mendoza somehow, the Bravo keeper, stops that point blank shot from going in. To be fair, I'll take a boring draw, but I'm going to thrash my arms to say that wasn't good enough, because it really wasn't. You've got what it takes, buddy. Batista Meyer is having a less than ideal game. He can't really afford to do that because there is many players sitting on the bench who could jump on and play in his position. Mainly Carlsberg, a player I do quite enjoy. Barriero is one game away or one booking away from a suspension. Don't really care. Nobody cares. We're going to make a change. We're up on the 78th minute. Players are tired. Versace can come off for Savic. Meyer can come off for Carlsberg. We have instantly refreshed our wingers. That's delightful. I think Perlevsku might have to come off next. He does have interest in him actually. Recently occurring interest from China for our 22-year-old vice captain, I want to say. I'm pretty sure Perlevsku is the vice captain. So we're going to find out if he's going to throw a strop when China comes calling. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if he does because we're not paying him an awful lot of money. And I would imagine a player of his quality would probably deserve. Well, he's good. He's good, but he's not amazing. I'm sure that he'd want, as much money as someone was willing to pay him. Perlevsku is playing an absolute tremendously bad game, so I'm going to take him off. Tell Enjo to go out and have a bit of fun. Unfortunately for Vlek, it's not getting a look at. If Perlevsku does leave, then at least Vlek becomes first reserve to right back, and that was less than fantastic defending. But they're not going to score 3 goals in negative seconds. They had a 36 seconds on more than they should have. We still win, even though we lost on the night. I'm going to thrash my arms and say we won, but I'm not happy because nobody reacted fantastically. I'm going to tell all these players I'm not pleased. I was kind of hoping that I'd get a bit more. Actually, Meyer, you deserve to come off. Savic, not pleased with what I saw from you. Yeah, we were a bit toothless up front, but it's fine. And Dinamo scraped through 3-2. They're lucky they scored both those goals in the first leg. Now we take on Dinamo Zagreb in the next round. We beat Dinamo Zagreb. We get into the Champions League group stage. That would be fantastic. So we're going to be back in just a second for the picture game. Another win. we do it? Could we do? Could we do? I think we could do. Right, fellas, back for the pitch game now, and nothing's happened since we were here last. It's only been 3 days, but we have a very, very tired squad, which is just a smidge annoying. Actually, I feel like doing something a bit crazy. Let's try Carlsberg up front. So we're starting with Hood Wagner and in goal, Enjoy and Pierlevsku as our wingbacks. Pierlevsku starting on the left because Rentira is quite tired from the Bravo game. Christian Mark and Barriero as our centre back partnership, with Kovic and Oriella as our centre midfield. Oriella meant to be a striker, starting in midfield today. Let's see how he gets on. Versace and Batista Meyer as our wide men. Savic and Carlsberg starting up front. What's the worst that could happen? We do have some very tired players that aren't starting today. Rentira, Van Dijk, Divic, Traore and Mendoza all miss out because of the fact that they're exhausted, and Mandira is injured with a twisted ankle, so he's missing out. We do have Falusi on the bench. Is 16. He is just 16 4 months ago. So I'm going to try and get him on at some point and see how he holds up against Peksh, because why not? Is there any... No, everyone's relatively happy about how we're lining up, which is delightful, because normally people are like, you don't want this guy playing because I'm a stupid head. So Batista Meyer instantly frustrated. Peksh on the attack. Pierlevsku boots it away. Unfortunately, lands with one of the Pek's players. Looked like he was offside, but we could come away with the ball. Batista Meyer was running, but nothing came of it. If we win this game, we are going to stay top, assuming whoever MTK are playing, they don't win by more than we win. Forgish, I think I had him in FM 20 with my Dorogi side. If it's the same player, it's probably not the same player. I really doubt it is, actually. I think his name is Balash. I have to check. I'm kind of curious now. Is that the same player? Be interesting. Pierlevsku, ooh, that pinged off somebody, and unfortunately it landed in Aguirre's hands, which was quite easy from Christian Mark. Heads it away, already on a booking, because of course he is. Batista Meyer, decent effort. Where is Forgish? No, Andras, never mind. Different person. I would imagine that Forgish is a relatively popular Hungarian name, to a degree. I'm not going to say it's the most popular Hungarian name, but you know, it's got to be up there. Savic running with the ball, takes a shot, and it bounces off one of their defenders, and it's gone for a throw in. For a second, I kind of was like, something happened, because everyone kind of stopped. Batista Meyer, Christian Mark, how do you miss from a yard out? He was literally standing on the goal line and heads over. Mishkovic have taken the lead against Pushkash. Depression are actually one of the favourites to get relegated this year, which don't want to see them turning into a yo-yo team. Kind of like if they spent a little bit more time in the top division. They're a good side. I don't like how picks are kind of like dominating possession. I know they're not doing an awful lot with it, but we're a team that like possession. Versace does go for a jog down the wing. Not sure who that was to. Suarez, the player we sold to Peksh in the summer, clears the ball away. Savage picks it up, and then what a beautiful bit of skill. Or two strikers for today's game linking up. I feel like I need to preface that with a for today, because they're not normally strikers. Savage, to be fair, is a striker. Just been doing quite well as an inside forward. But that was beautiful skill by Savage. Suarez is really unhappy. He's played against his beloved Dorogi. I feel like we're a beloved team for him. I feel like he loves us. I feel like I'd be disappointed if he doesn't. There's a lot more to come for you. Carlsberg is quite happy with that. Kind of want to check. Are we on the Does Suarez love the club? No. But he does love me, which is probably more important. I can't believe he still hasn't made his international debut. He's not good enough to play for us. Definitely good enough to play for Bolivia, I would think. Christian Mark does make up for the fact that he missed from a yard out by scoring from a corner. 6'6" centre back with a 5'10" man alongside him. What more could you possibly ask for? Beautiful, beautiful corner. We've doubled our lead just after half time. And now Pex on the attack, and that is quite the goal. Shimshko. Simshaw. Halalas are beating Harvar 2-0. Jose Edson. Actually, to be fair, Jose Edson, when we played against them, Jose Edson he was hard to play against. I'm going to bring on Griffin, put him up front and move Savic. What do you keep saying, Savic? Savic to the wing. I'm going to bring on Berljaka for Kovac, because he is a little tired. He hasn't had a huge amount of appearances this season so far, but he's been in and out of injuries, which has been just a little bit frustrating. Kalsberg with a corner. Christian Mark tries to double his tally for the day, and he doesn't. Puts it over. And now Pech have a highlight. And Riffin gets it to Savic. Cuts inside, and the keeper does get a touch to it. It's out for a corner. They've changed their formation to a 5-2-2-1? Yeah, 5-2-2-1. Perelescu's injured. Potential foot injury. We're going to bring on Felucci. Can you play at left back? I'm pretty sure you can't. You cannot. Barriero, you can't. Christian Merck, you can't. Felucci, you're the chosen one. You're playing at left back. Good job. What's the worst that could happen? Batista Meyer takes a free kick. Christian Mark again puts it over. We're getting very unlucky. Don't like it. Can we see it out? Can we? We do. Okay, so we beat Pex 2-1. A little disappointing. Griffin didn't have a great game when he came on. Felucci didn't get much of an opportunity to show his ability. They had 4 shots, 3 on target, and they scored a single goal. I was going to say well done. You know, nobody played horrendously badly. Wood Wagner wasn't amazing. I'll take it. They were quick-fire goals that were scored there. That's Mishkovic's first victory. Ferencvaros and Fervar sitting 10th and 11th in the league at the minute. That is not ideal for them. Suarez does suffer defeat against his former club. Felucci makes his debut. Berljaka is now 1 appearance away from getting a pay increase. And the Peru boss was there to watch Oriola. And Slovakia boss was there to watch Kovac, who was exhausted and had to come off. But speaking of exhausted, has nothing to do with it. We're going to be taking on Dinamo Zagreb in the second leg in the next episode, and we're going to take on scootR because why not? Why not indeed? If we beat Dinamo Zagreb, we get into the Champions League groups. We lose, we're in the Europa League groups. Regardless, we're playing in Europe for at least 8 more games. That would be nice if we can get more than 8 games. Imagine if we made it into the Champions League final, our football, just Champions League group. That would be, I would not expect that, but that would be fantastic. So that is the plan for the next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!